Welcome to Sheffield. So I've come out with Andy today on the more derelict parts of Sheffield. I'm not sure what this building is behind us. Can you tell me anything about it?
I think it was some kind of steelworks kind of thing. I think it was like I think it was some type of mill or steelworks, I presume. I think it's an ancient type of relic from the past that's going to be demolished eventually. There is actually signs up on the other side that says this building has been repossessed for demolition.
Yeah, well, we've got the famous cementation furnace over there, and I can't tell you actually what a cementation furnace does, but it's something to do with steelworks. And behind it we've got a garage and various other warehouses, and the whole lot seems very derelict. Just tell me, what were you doing on Matthew Street down the road the other day?
So the other day I was walking around this area, just heading to one of my friends, and I came across Matthew Street and I see the gates was wide open. So I see a gap and an opportunity, and I thought, well, while the gate's wide open, I might as well just walk through and have a look. That is trespass, so it's not against the law, that's a civil matter.
So we're just at Carr's Corner. Oh dear, I think they're shut. Oh well. So I've just come with Andy to a bit of Shalesmoor, just to have a look at some of the derelict buildings around Shalesmoor. I don't know where Andy's gone. I think he might be stuck behind all those bushes there somewhere. But I don't know much about this area. We've got all this brickwork up here, and we can come along here. Now, we were actually going to have a look at a road called Matthew Street, which is actually fenced off. It's all derelict land. It is a public highway, but it's fenced off, I think, because it's derelict and they're going to do demolition work. Now, I don't think this is the back of Matthew Street. In fact, I haven't the faintest idea what this is. We're somewhere near Shalesmoor, but obviously it's just something people use for fly tipping and disposing of stuff. You can see a road just there. Again, I don't actually know this area very well. I always get roads in this area mixed up and I get lost. So this is Matthew Street in Sheffield, and you can see it's blocked off at the end. We'll just come down here just to have a little look at the area, because it's all very derelict down here, and it was actually open, this gate at the end, it was open, and Andy came down the other day, found it open and came to have a look, and they since seem to have locked it up again. But as you can see, it is used for fly tipping, as a lot of areas are. And I think this is actually a public highway, so I think people can actually come down here, but you know, it's just I think they've just blocked it off because it's derelict and it's a health and safety risk. So I think we're on Matthew Street, so I've just actually bumped into a couple of people who are just been showing me around the area, and we'll come and have a little look inside this building. Can't see a lot because it's a bit dark, but it's always interesting to have a nice little look around these sorts of buildings, because even when they're derelict, it looks a bit different to what you see in a normal town centre. So is there anything you two could tell me about this building, just while we're having a little wander around?
I don't really know much, to be fair. We're just coming around and looking around, having a laugh. I know there was a skating bit over there, so it might be part of it, but it might just be next to it. It might just be a complete coincidence.
Yeah, so are you two from Sheffield?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Rotherham, so I've come a bit of a way today.
Oh, cool. How long will it take you?
I live about 10 miles away, so on the electric bike it takes me about... it's a bit quicker than a normal bike, so I can get there in about 45 minutes. And of course, one of the problems with these sorts of places is you do get people use them for fly tipping. Now, this isn't as bad as some areas are, but... and this all looks a bit derelict. This is all old electricity and gas stuff. We've got some books, and sometimes things like books can actually give you an indication as to how old something is. Here we've got some directories from 1999 and 2000. I'm guessing that will predate you two.
Yeah.
Not
10 years.
Yeah. I'm older than that. 1999 to 2000. Exhaust systems and mounting accessories, replacement catalytic converters. So we've got some catalogues which are in very good condition. I don't know much about that, so I'm not going to have a look at them as such, but we've got another one here, replacement exhausts.
Yeah, not long ago we explored the building and it had like a massive big pile of books.
Yeah.
It's like just down the road.
Yeah, so that gives us a good indication that this building might have actually have been out of use since probably the early 2000s or something like that. It's always interesting to see things like that which actually date a building. So this is the building that's opposite, and we've got the obligatory disused fridge. And I don't know what this would have been used for at one time, probably some sort of warehouse. You can see there's a big crane, or travelling crane, so that would have slidden all across the building, and then that piece up there can go all the way across there, and whatever it is you want to lift, you would simply hook it up onto here. Looks in really good condition, that. And then somewhere a motor would wind all that cable up and lift it up, and then you can use another series of motors to drag it all the way across to the other side of the warehouse. So do you know what these buildings would have been used for originally? Any idea?
No.
I might say on that.
It might be something like industrial, saying it's got all that.
Probably, yeah, because Sheffield's known for its cutlery, so.
So here's where you want to go if you need to be excused. Now wash your hands, please. It's always funny coming to a derelict building like this and you've got a complete toilet and there's even a little smidgen of water in it. How generous of them. So I'm not entirely sure what that is, some sort of blower probably, that's for an extraction system. And this one looks like, if we come up in here, you'll have to have the light on the camera to see. This has obviously been on fire at some point, so it'll probably be due for demolition at some point. Because this was obviously a warehouse or a factory of some kind, I'm going to make an educated guess that this was probably the offices. And this one again, oh, well, that's a shower. We could take a shower while we're here. So this is the building which Andy had a look at the other day. Let's see if I can... Oh, you never know, might open.
Is it? Charlie!
Someone's obviously been to lock it up. Ah,
Oh, cool.
there we go. So we can actually come and have a look in here now.
Oh, is it open?
Oh, just a paddle, just a bolt. So this at one time was something for a car dealer, and they do a hand car wash. I'm not actually going to proceed too far into here on video because it's all wet and it's got lots of things to trip up over and to fall over on. I expect this will also be for being demolished at some point. But it has been I know it has been in use in recent years because I've seen photos of it, but yeah, it's a bit trashed at the moment.
I think in the end the idea is that they're going to just demolish that area from what I know of, and they're going to build what they call affordable accommodation.
So is that in our price range, do you think, or is it for people who are a bit more posh?
I think it's aimed at middle class people, not necessarily working class, although working class would fit into that criteria as well.